Joined by KTVU political analyst Brian Sobel. Brian, thanks for joining us tonight. A lot of people hoping for some clarity tonight. Do you think the president accomplished that in his 20-minute speech?
I think so. It was, as you say, 20 minutes, very short by Donald Trump standards. I think he laid out the case. Something to think about was that, this was his ability or his opportunity to speak to the nation unfettered. Every network covered the speech tonight. Cable networks covered it. It was covered around the world. So he had 20 minutes of Donald Trump explaining about what's going on in Iran, and I think he laid it out with very few going off the cuff comments.
And Brian, the president called rising gas prices, something Americans are dealing with right now, a short-term issue. How much pressure is there on the administration now to bring this war to a close?
There's pressure because, first of all, there are economic consequences when you go to war. But as the president laid out, he cited the length of World War I, World War II, Korea, Vietnam, and reminded viewers that we're 32 days into this action against Iran. And frankly, as many economists have said around the world, the rise in gas prices, particularly in the United States, are really people, a lot of them taking excess profits because there's plenty of oil here. It's the futures that are impacted by whether this Strait of Hormuz is blocked for some time to come.
He mentions other conflicts, Brian, but I think a lot of people have said that the way he went into Operation Epic Fury and the way the American public has felt about this conflict is mixed. Certainly, if you look at polls, Americans, are split about whether they think this is actually something that they support, and certainly when you take a look at whether U.S. troops should be on the ground, people have overwhelmingly said in polls they do not believe that. So is he doing enough right now to get American support behind what he's doing, especially if this is going to be an extended conflict?
Well, first, I think he made it clear-cutting that it's not going to be extended. He's putting a time frame on it of weeks, not months, and he'll draw this to a close. The case that he's making to the American people tonight is that had he not done this, Iran would have ended up with a nuclear weapon and the ability through ballistic and work on intercontinental ballistic missiles to reach places around the world. And in his view and in the view of experts around the world, Iran was close to that. So you have to balance that. One of the other things polling is telling us is that while people don't like much of what Donald Trump is doing, and that's in blue states and in California most certainly, people recognized and recognize that Iran is a danger to the world. And the polling is very significant in that regard.
And Brian, you talk about the timeline here. The president said this mission is nearly complete, but he also warned of more strikes, possible escalation coming up. Do you see this as mixed signals to the American public?
Not necessarily, Betty. I think he is saying we've got weeks, 2, 3, whatever it is, of targets left to go, and he intends to hit them hard. But bear in mind, all of this has to do with Donald Trump trying to bring this regime to either the negotiating table or to bring it to the people of Iran to make a decision about what their future is going to be. He's been pretty clear about that.
All right. Well, we'll watch the next weeks to come. Brian Sobel, we appreciate your insight. Thanks so much for joining us tonight.
Have a great evening.
Thanks, Brian.
And the battle over